I tried to recreate those fake ads using ChatGPT and Gemini to see which one would actually make the game better than the fake ads. So the goal is to recreate this and see which AI does the better job, whether it's ChatGPT or Gemini, at recreating these fake games that we see all over social media. So first of all is the counter. I will just set it to around 13 minutes for each AI tool. Then I'll simply open up ChatGPT, and that is what we'll be starting with, and I will start the timer. Now, first of all, we'll tell it to generate the prompt. So I'll tell it to generate a well-detailed prompt to recreate a similar game, like to Last War Survival, figure out what the game is about, and then importantly, it should be a web game. That is what I'll tell it to do.
A few moments later.
And right now, it is currently thinking, it's currently generating the prompt. The prompt does seem pretty long, but let's see how ChatGPT does it. So now it's done, but again, it's a bit too long. Luckily, I can just simply tell it to make this a minimal version, and it is done. Then I'll simply go ahead and copy it. Then I'll add in one single HTML file. Then let's see how it cooks. And it is still generating, and we have only 22 minutes left. But hopefully it does a good job actually. So finally it is done, and it's actually very long. So I'll copy the code, head over and open Visual Studio Code. Then I'll simply create a new file, paste in the code, then I'll simply save it as. I'll save it as an HTML. Save it. Then I've opened it, and this is the interface that we get. So let's see, if we click on something, let's head over to arcade. Nothing seems to be working. I mean, there is no playable.
It's the biggest piece of dog shit.
I'll head over back to ChatGPT, and I'll simply bring it or give it a better prompt. So yeah, I more or less described what I want, and I told it to give a better prompt, so it is done. Then I can simply tell it to do this in one single HTML file. And yeah, we have roughly about 17 minutes left at this point. And it is done. Let's hope it does a much better job this time around. I'll save it, then I'll simply reload. This is what we've got here. All right, so this is our own version of Last War. It's actually pretty good. Yeah, it's not, I see. So the numbers are actually working. The enemy squad. Oh, I see how the game works. It's a matter of how much enemy is. It's not perfect, but then again, it's much better than what we had before.
I mean, it's all right, like...
Still not perfect. So we can head back to ChatGPT and tell it to refine it for us. Then I can tell it, so this is just the prompt right here. I'll also try to refine it and get back to you guys.
A few moments later.
So this is what we have here. Simply press enter, and we've got roughly about 10 minutes left. Let's see if ChatGPT can clutch for us. So it's done. Copy it once again. Hopefully it clutches. Okay, we've got about 800 lines of code.
Hi.
Okay.
I'll save it, head back here, and I'll refresh. Now we've got something looking more like an actual character, which is nice. I'll start. Okay, now we're also eliminating the enemies, which is awesome. Now passing through the multiplier gates. Let's see. I'll start the game. So it is pretty decent, but there are still some things that aren't perfect yet. But all in all, I think it did the same job. I don't like the fact that whenever I pass through the gates, it brings up this purple ball. Yeah, well, we've got roughly about 5 minutes left, so I'll just try to remove the pop-ups when I pass through the gates. Also, just increase the amount of players or remove depending on the gates. Also, the way to win is to kill all the enemies, and number of enemies should be random, but greater than 15, or rather greater than 13, but less than 17. So let's see if we can use the remaining 5 minutes to actually make the game better. So it is done. We've got just 2 minutes left. So quickly, I'll copy it, upload Visual Studio Code, save it, then head back here, refresh, then start the game. All right, so no more pop-ups. Now we can kill an enemy. Okay, so this is actually very, very nice. All right, so the issue now is that it's not actually increasing the amount of players, and there are still a lot of things that can be done way better, but we have actually run out of time for ChatGPT, but I'm actually quite curious to see what Gemini would do for us, so that's what I'll do right now. So what we'll do, first of all, we'll start the timer, head over to ChatGPT, then we'll simply copy the first prompt that we used, then head over to Gemini, paste it in, then enter, and let's see what Gemini gives us. So this is right here. Then I will tell it yes, execute it in one HTML file. Enter. All right, now it's currently thinking. So it is done. Copy it, head over to Visual Studio Code, create a new text file, paste it in. All right, we've got about 600 lines of code. Then I'll simply save it, last word Gemini. Then I will simply head over and save it as an HTML file. Then I'll open it up. And so this is what we have. Now you see, normally whenever AI to generate the text, it normally has a problem whenever it has like a loading screen. So let's see if Gemini 3 actually works well with this. Oh, and it actually does work. All right, let's see if, so there is no way to move. Let's see. All right, so it actually looks pretty good, but there's literally no way to move. So I would just simply say there's no way, or there's no button for movements, and you are supposed to be able to pass through the gates. Only thing is that if you pass through a green gate, the amount of players increases, and if you pass through a red one, your player amount decreases, according. You only die if the enemy shoots you, and all your players are gone, and you win by shooting about 40 enemies. So this is what I've told it. Let's see if it clutches. So it is done. I'll copy it. You've got about 20 minutes left. Head back here, paste it in, save it, then head here, refresh, and now we've got here, click on Start Mission, and this is just what it gives us. What the hell? So I'll come back here and see the game isn't working at all. All I see is a text that says everything according to my instruction. Let's see, hopefully it does a good job because I really have high hopes for Gemini. I think nobody realizes how much better Gemini is compared to ChatGPT a good portion of the time, and it is done. Hopefully it actually works. Then head back here, refresh it, start, and you still cannot move. Still cannot move. Let's see. So I will head back and say, still can't move. No button to move left or right. So I still don't get why Gemini is misbehaving, but let's see how it does. So it is done. I can copy it, head back to here. I'm not confident with because it's a small line of code, but let's see. All right, so finally we can move and it actually does multiply. All right. Let's see if shot from the enemy actually reduces the player the amount of people. Let's see. All right, so it actually reduces. Oh, all right, nice. This is actually, I have to kill 40 enemies. Ah, yeah, this is, even though it's super multi, I think this is low-key way better than anything ChatGPT did. It's way better. So now let's make it fancy. So I'll come here, right here to add it with extra features. Keep in mind, we have just about 14 minutes left. Then also make the players look like actual character, or maybe if possible, so that's what I've told it to do. Now let's see if Gemini actually works. And so it is currently done. We can simply copy it, head back here, paste. Now we've got a little bit more lines of code. Let's see if it cooks. All right, and it actually added sound effects if you can hear it. The only thing is that the amount of shots aren't really all that crazy. We still got about 11 minutes. I can head back. I'll tell it that the amount of shots should be equal to the amount of players. Oh yeah, I think Gemini really outdid GPT. This is why I've always been a Gemini glazer. Like I've always glazed everything out of Gemini, which is done. We still got 8 minutes left. Let's see Gemini cook. Okay, I'll try with less lines this time around. Let's see. All right, so now we've got more firing power, which is the exact point, but the only thing is that the enemy should also be coming down. But if you actually listen, this is very cool. So let's see if you can actually break the system by making it so big, like the amount of players. It's actually lagging a little bit and we are finished. So yeah, I think obviously with more refining, and maybe in our next video we can actually integrate this with 3D. So yeah, be sure to like and subscribe for more gamification uses or for more uses of AI like this AI video.